Ang ating lesson for this video ay JavaScript functions. So ano ba yung function? So let's make it shorter and direct to the point. Function is a block of reusable code designed to perform a specific task. So functions are used para mas gumawa ng mga reusable logic or blocks of code ng just for just for usability. Wala ng ibang explanation. So yung mga uses of JavaScript functions, first is code reusability, next is organization. Syempre kapag maayos yung mga functions nyo in general, hindi nyo maiksi yung code na magagawa nyo. So avoiding repetition, so same as nung sinabi ko kanina. So sa kagaya ng OOP principle, we use modular approach para magamit ulit yung mga code na nagawa natin, not only dun sa specific na pinagamitan natin, which is pwede rin gamitin sa iba. Next is maintainability. So kapag function ang gamit nyo, kung may adjust kayo sa logic with the function, so hindi nyo kailangan baguhin lahat ng isa-isa since function siya. So like ano ba maganda example? Like for example, yung mga grade computation. So syempre per subject may compute, or per scenario pala. So instead of doing the same logic of block of code in that particular file or JS logic, or kung magagamit mo ka ng express, so we use function for maintainability also. And of course the functional programming concept. Ayan. So dako tayo dun sa types of functions. There are different types of functions in JavaScript. Pinakaunang type is function declaration. So function declaration, ito yung from old version of JavaScript to the new version, ito yung way how to declare a function. So how can we declare function? So function, for example, say hi, then yung parameter, for example param1. So in JavaScript we don't need to specifically say what kind of data type or declare what kind of data type is that. So since it is weak type, dinedeclare natin siya as like for example gaya ng Python. So ganyan. So sa ibang programming language naman, ganyan din yung pagde-declare ng functions. Yan yung pinakang basic and common sa ibang programming language. So in our scenario, just log lang natin. So ayan, hi, and then yung name. So ito naman yung string interpolation. I discussed this on our first video kung paano siya ginagawa. So interpolation is basically concatenation or connecting two strings, or not only strings, connecting variable to actual strings or formatting, for example. So yan yung example ng function declaration. So ano lang natin siya, let's try. So to use that, say hi, and for example journal, and then say hi ulit, for example Angelica, for example. So just run. So para mag-run tayo using our node function declaration.js. So ayan yung function declaration na type. So second, we have function expression. Function expression. Ayan. Kapag sinabing function as expression, we use variable and convert it or make a function using that variable. Like for example, const say I is equals to function param, and then dito natin gagawin yung kanyang logic. For example, console.log, kagaya lang nung una natin ginawa. So this is backtick, not a single quote lang. Baka magtaka kayo. Hi param. Ayan. So to use this, kagaya lang din nung kung paano gamitin sa function declaration. So as you can see, ang difference lang naman nila is dineclare siya as a variable and then nilagyan natin siya na expression para maging function. Siguro kopyahin na lang natin to say hi dito. Ayan. So let's test node function expression. Ayan. So same result. Isa pa, we also have the arrow function. So kapag naman yung arrow function .js, yan. Kapag sinabing arrow function naman, it's just like this one, pero instead of using function keyword, we use arrow notation. So paano ba yung arrow notation? So ang gawin natin, i-copy lang natin to and then co-convert natin siya sa arrow notation. So paano ba nangyayari yung arrow notation na yan? So const is equals to yan, ganyan na yun. So pag arrow notation, kapag nasa loob yan ay parameter ng function, and then sabihin ito yung parameter and ito yung definition ng function, yung kasunod ng arrow. Nodes, test natin. So yan, same result pa rin naman. So clear lang natin yung console para doon sa iba pang type. We also have anonymous functions or functions without a name. So yung ito kasi is still may pangalan pa rin siya, kaya we can call it anonymous. Pero we also have anonymous type, anonymous function .js, yan. So meron tayong para mag-declare ng anonymous type, nilalagyan din na siya ay ginagamit natin as function into another function. Parang encapsulation ng isang function usually, kasi automatically kasi magpa-fire yun once na tawagin yung function. So ano bang magandang example sa kanya? Magandang example, let's say ito na lang, let's say set timeout. So yung set timeout kasi ginagamit natin ito, ito ay para siyang ng JavaScript, yung timer, yung as in literal timer. So dito, ito, kung papansin nyo, ito ay blank na function. And then yung timeout, siguro lagyan natin siya ng 1,000 seconds. Just for demonstration. 1,000 seconds. 1,000 millisecond para sa 1 second. So, try natin console.log, tapos this runs every 1 second. Yan. So itong set timeout is predefined function ng JavaScript. So as you can see dito, ito ay naglagay tayo ng isang function pero anonymous siya, wala siyang name, unlike dito sa mga to, and hindi rin siya ginagamit ng papaganito. Ginagamit siya directly sa expression. So para maintindihan natin, i-run lang natin node anonymous function. Ayan. So as you can see, ano to, tag dito. Hindi kasi siya maglo-loop kasi naka Node.js tayo. Pero as you can see, nag-fire siya, nag-fire yung function niya after 1 second. So ginagamit natin itong pala din as for delay, para magkaroon ng delay yung, for example, nag-request kayo sa backend, sa service nyo. So gumagamit tayo nito para hindi maging premature yung data, yung set timeout. So yun yung anonymous function. So just like an arrow function na walang pangalan. So pwede rin naman yan guys na gamitin yung function declaration, yung function something. Yung may ganyan, yung may function, tapos ganito. Pwede rin naman yung ganyan, same ano rin yan, same execution. And pwede rin yung arrow function. So, at mga to guys, para pareho lang naman to ng use case. Magkakaiba lang yung itsura nila pero same yung final result or yung kaya nilang gawin. So lastly, we also have the dito immediate invoke or yung tinatawag na IIFE. Kung tama yung pagkakatanda ko, IIFE or immediate invoke function expression. So yung immediate invoke, ginagamit natin to pagka-load pa lang ng JavaScript file. Ito na yung i-execute niya. So saan ba natin possible gamitin to? So syempre kapag magsaselect na ng elements or for example may startup checking, browser cache ng browser or storage, local storage ng browser. So doon natin to ginagamit as trigger. Or kaya naman para sa responsive, kung para yung screen niya is mag-automatically pagka open pala ng browser. So doon natin to pwedeng gamitin. So IIFE, immediate invoke function expression, yung ibig sabihin nito. Ibig sabihin pagka load pa lang, immediately irarun ito. This runs immediately. So basically, hindi nyo pa siya makikita yung difference niya since wala naman tayong HTML pa na ginagamit in this coding. This is just for demonstration on the types of functions. So let's try to run that. IIFE.js console.log. At hindi siya siya ay function expression. So ito kasi wala pang kahit anong checking na nagaganap, basta once na mag-load to, irarun niya na yung function na nasa loob nito, as in immediately.